Evenepoel,
Just one, guys, not
one each, yeah, one each.
No, one. Just one question, because
Okay.
I have no time.
Okay, put some words on the stage and the possibilities for you today.
Possibilities, I think it depends on the breakaway. Tactics of Visma, tactics of UAE. For me, it's same case as every mountain stage. It's just following, try to limit the time loss and try to increase my time to the guys behind me. It's simple as that, actually. Thank you, guys. Sorry.
No Canadian joints here. Derek, how important is rest and recovery in these days, and how did you recover last night?
Yeah, really well. I'm exhausted, but I think everyone is. It's been hard racing. I mean, even the flatter days. The last one was full echelon, so that was a full gas day too. Yeah, just long transfers and just trying to stay on top of the little things, and hopefully the legs hold on for today.
What are the little things? Can you explain a little bit of that?
Yeah, just good sleep hygiene, making sure you get to bed as early as possible, get as many hours as possible. Just staying on top of nutrition and hydration, and especially with a day like today when it's so hot, and just making sure the little things don't accumulate into some big disastrous moment out there.
And how do you prepare for a hard start to a stage like we have today with the uphill finish right away?
Yeah, I think a big part of it's mentally. It's going to be full gas out of the blocks. A lot of guys are looking at this as a break stage because I think there is massive opportunity with the long valleys and it's harder to control. So for sure it's going to be absolutely full gas as soon as the flag drops. So I think it's just being mentally ready for that and fighting till the top of the parachute.
More Uncharted territory for you today. Do you know anything here?
I know the final climb because it's close to my house in Andorra, so got to go look at it. Other than that, not so much.
Great. Talk to us a bit about the journey you've been on over the last 2 weeks of thinking you were coming here to hunt for breakaways, ending up and still being now a little bit close on GC to get any rope.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix. I mean, obviously, break hunting it's a little more fun, but at the same time, to be in this position is pretty special, and it's worth fighting for to try and hold on to that top 10. I mean, the legs are there with the summit finish yesterday. I could finish top 10 on the stage. Obviously, it's a long race to go with some really hard stages. So, hopefully they got another week left in them. Hopefully they have today left in them.
Lots of people were wowed by Pogacar's performance yesterday, and they looked at the climbing times, and you were pretty close. You weren't too far away. What would you say to people who do think that what you guys are doing, what these guys are doing, like Pogacar, is sort of extraterrestrial?
Yeah, it's a different sport than if you look at everything from the nutrition to the equipment to the preparation to the money that's put into it. It's a different sport than it was, back then. I think I beat the old record, which I saw on Twitter, and I was pretty excited about that. No, but it's for me I'm super comfortable with these performances because I can see that what I'm putting into the sport and the changes that I've made have gotten me so much closer to these guys who in previous years have been so far ahead. So it is really just a case of the professionalism in the peloton is massively raised and the level across the board is massively raised. So of course you're going to see those kinds of rides. I mean, you also need a special rider like a Pogacar to do that, but I think it's pretty cool to be a part of.
Presumably you can see there's more to come from you as well. There's more margins to exploit.
I hope so. Yeah, for sure. I mean, as soon as this race is done and we get through it, and then it's an assessment of how it went and where we can improve and hopefully keep chipping away for next year and the rest of this season.
Thanks, Derek. Jack, how did yesterday go for you?
It was not too bad. I think Santiago was 6th on the stage, so we were super happy with this. It would have been nice to have him move up into the top 10. He's still floating around at 11th place, and hopefully we can try play our cards right again today, and hopefully he can move up to the top 10. Obviously, there's a bit of a battle between the top two, and yesterday it was UAE's turn to take control, and I wonder whether we have today it's Visma's turn to take control, because I think if Jonas seriously wants to win the Tour de France, he needs to make a move today. Otherwise, I think it gets harder and harder for him to win.
Do you wonder about UAE? Because there were some doubts about their organization and their strategies, and yesterday it seemed to be they were in line and ready. So what does that mean for today? One on, one off?
I think UAE overcome that by just brute strength. They have such a strong team here, and I think that's one of the things that Visma kind of lacks this year a little bit here. They don't have the strongest team that they've had in the past, so for them to control a stage like today is a little bit harder than maybe UAE controlling yesterday. UAE obviously had a lot of guys step up yesterday as well, like Niels Pollitt did a really good pull. Sivakov was right there as well in the final climb to do the bottom half, and then Adam is always one of the best teammates to have around, Poggy, and he showed that yesterday as well.
Jack, I saw it said the Bahrain bus, the rollers are out. It starts with the bang today, ends with the bang. How difficult is today's stage?
I hate uphill starts. Even though I'm relatively okay at them, it's never really fun. I think the sprinters really dislike them, and I actually saw today the time cut got extended a little bit. I think maybe there was some not nice words said from the sprinter group about time cut and how hard the start in the stage is today. But yeah, I think it'll be difficult, and I assume Visma maybe don't want the breakaway to form on the climb, because generally then it's only strong guys in the breakaway, which then makes it harder for the stage. So I assume maybe the break gets formed on the other side in the valley.
Jack, we saw yesterday that a fan was throwing chips at both Pogacar and Vingegaard, maybe also at other guys. Put some words in what you thought when you saw.
I personally didn't have any chips thrown at me. If they do, I prefer salt and vinegar. But no, I think it's not that good for the sport. And I actually haven't seen too much of the footage about the chips being thrown at someone, so I can't really comment too much on it. So, yeah, I don't know. I just hope the fans are respectful towards us. It's a rare sport where people can have such close contact with the athletes, and I hope it can stay that way. So please just respect us and what we do.
And it brings out the old discussion about should the mountains be closed off, but that's also part of the charm about cycling. It's a difficult one to really figure out, isn't it?
No, exactly. That's what I said. In this sport, it's a very rare sport where you can literally basically touch us as we're going past in one of the most critical moments in the race. So I think we should try and keep this, but the fans need to also respect it, otherwise it will go away.
What's the weirdest thing you have experienced with a bike fan?
I don't know, normally just like beer being offered to. It's never really crossed my mind to have a beer at threshold going up a climb in a Tour de France stage, but maybe one day.
Thank you.
No worries.
And should we talk about football?
If you want, yeah. I think it's coming home, isn't it?
You might not be talking to an England fan. Simon, well, let's change the subject and talk about yesterday. How happy were you with yesterday?
Legs-wise, I was quite happy, but the result-wise, obviously not. I tried to be there in the breakaway, but it's a bit too difficult for me to be there on those really flat stages. It's not easy for someone like me, a pure climber. So unfortunately, I missed it. But in the end, the GC team chased it down anyway. So I tried to be there just in case there was a bit of a stalemate or something with the GC guys, and I could take advantage. But yeah, they raced full gas for the stage. So that was all she wrote.
We know a lot of you live in Andorra, you do as well, and a lot of those guys have reconned today's stage in part or in full, have you?
No, but I know the climbs quite well, and also just from other tours as well that we've done in the past. So it's going to be a hard day.
It's going to be key to have more than one rider in the break, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But with the starters how it is, so hard at the perisode straight away. Not a lot of the bigger guys can make it. On our team now and on our squad, we only have me and Chris who can probably make it. So, yeah, maybe only 2 guys can be there, whereas other teams maybe have more options. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out and how it develops.
It might not be coming home, but you're going close to home today.
Yeah, probably the closest stage. But hey, something to look forward to in the evening. Let's see.
Thank you.
Buddy, how are your legs doing after yesterday's stage?
They're a little sore, but I think everyone's will be. So, I'm still pretty motivated for today, so hopefully we can make it a good one.
Looking at the replay and the work Sean was doing for Ben and the way Ben really fought and tried to survive the onslaught of UAE and Tadej, makes the team proud?
Definitely, yeah. He got the most combative yesterday, and I think that was very, very clear to everyone. Yeah, I think he's probably one of the strongest guys in the peloton right now, and we're going to try to get him up there again.
How hard is it for these teams that haven't won a stage? I mean, you've had the yellow jersey, but haven't won a stage yet in this Tour de France. How hard is it, and the time is running out?
Yeah, opportunities are getting less and less, but that just makes us more motivated. And Yeah, we're just going to be trying all the way up until the end to get a stage win.
Nilsson, this stage starts with a bang. Are you ready? And is the roller outside the bus?
Yeah. I'm going to go do a nice warm-up because it might be the hardest 20 minutes of my life.
You don't sound like you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, hopefully. I'll know pretty quick if I'm going to enjoy it or not. If you've got good legs, you'll enjoy it. If you've got bad legs, it's going to be the worst 20 minutes of your life.
4,800 meters of climbing. Is this the hardest stage in the Tour de France?
Yeah, it might be the hardest day on a bike ever for me, at least on paper. So, yeah, hopefully I can get up the road and, at least enjoy it.
Get on the turbo trainer. Thank you.
Thanks.